What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Games, and today I am bringing you part 2 of our brand new product lineup. And today I will be taking you through a little bit of a recap of April, but I will then take you through all the new products that are coming out between now and until the end of August. Now obviously as it goes there might be some new products that will be added to this list throughout the year, but as of now I will go through every confirmed product we have, every confirmed date, and I will also go over some of the cards that are contained within the set. If you like this type of video, please smash that like button, hit that notification bell and subscribe, especially if you found it helpful to know when you need to save your money and for what product you might be interested in specifically. So, with all that out of the way, let's get into the first product coming out, which is the closest to us, and that is of course Ghost from the Past. Now Ghost from the Past is due out on the 16th of April this month, which is technically next week. Now we've already seen some pre-release early openings. We still do not know the ratios of the exact ghosts, whether they're 1 a case, 2 a case, 1 every 2 case, or anything like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this product because it's either sold out or you're able to pick them up. Now the recommended retail price is about $15.99 to about $14.99 English pounds, which works out about $17 to $18 for a little mini pack, which is for 3 packs, I believe. To get a box or a box or a display is what they're officially called, you'd be looking at 5 of the mini boxes, which is 15 packs, and you can look anywhere from between $80 upwards. And if you're looking for a case, which is 10 of those displays, which is 150 packs, you could be looking at anywhere from about £600 to £700, around about $650 to $700 to maybe $800. Now what we do know that are all the selection 10 cards in there, we know the full list. I will do a discussion video on this particular set next week, just before it's released, as to whether you should buy or not to buy a sealed product of this particular region. But of course, like I said, more times than not, the Ghosts from the Past do contain ghosts. They are the chase cards. They are the ones that if you were to just buy 3 little packs and you pull a ghost, you've made a crad ton of money off of the back of that as well. So moving out of April, we get into May. Now May we have Ancient Guardians. Now for those of you that don't know what Ancient Guardians are, they are another brand new mini set, which is going to be the same as Toon Chaos and of course Genesis Impact, where you'll be getting ultra rares, super rares and collector rare cards. And they introduce us to 3 brand new art types, and that is the Do-Re-Mi's, the Your Sarcastics, which are like the polar bear synchros, and then of course the Abyss. Have to drag out the S because they're snake type. We do get, well, OCG got an official reprint for Snake Rain, which was a very, very high value chase card. Out of the 3 art types within that set, again, you'd be looking at about £50 to £55, so about $60 a box. Around about the recommended retail price is about £3 to £3.50 a pack. Now, in my opinion, the Abyss are the standout deck from that set. I don't think any of them have the meta-defining relevance, and when you look back at previous sets like this, you kind of look at the Invoked and you kind of look at the Sky Strikers. I don't think any are going to be on that particular level, but there will be some. Abyss will have a nice fan for you. The Do-Re-Mi's are quite appealing to Pendulum players and, of course, to those that like the musical instrument and the theme that comes behind it. And the Your Sarcastics are going to be good for anyone that is a fan of polar bears in general, but also anyone that is a fan of the new way of synchro summoning, which is where you can take away the level rather than adding it for this particular art type. We don't know what other reprints are in there. I don't think it's going to hit the heights of the Toon Chaos, because the Toon Chaos had a lot of legacy collector rares in there, but it will very possibly be the same as Genesis Impact, where unless one of the art types actually appeals to you specifically, you're better off waiting until we see what collector rare they put in there. They might put some more staples in there. You could see a collector rare Cerberus to kind of complete the set, but you could also see more collector rares that fit within the art types of whether it be the Abyss, the Do-Re-Mi's, or of course the Your Sarcastics. Then we move into June, so only 1 product in May at this moment in time. So moving into June, and June is incredibly busy. So straight away on the 3rd of June, we get Lightning Overdrive. So this is the brand new core set, which is going to bring to us Utopia support, alongside a brand new Plunder Patrol card, and of course, the Here It Is, No It Isn't Diviner of the Herald. Now, obviously, Diviner of the Herald is a massive card for ritual decks. It is incredibly important that we are getting this now, considering Ben 10 has been hit to 1. And we also get a brand new Drytron XYZ, which kind of helps them replace Union Carrier. Now, of course, Lightning Overdrive is going to introduce us to many more cards as well. We are still waiting for the possibility of Crossout Designator, but it looks like that one money card that will definitely be a secret, in my opinion, will, of course, be Divine Art of the Herald, and that's kind of what you're going to be picking out your pockets for to try and get. Not to mention that you do have other cards that we'll be putting on the screen for you guys as well. And hopefully we do get more support for War Rocks. I believe that's been officially announced as well. And while I have it in front of me, I will confirm the full listings, because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. But I'll confirm the exact information that we have so far for this set, so you can kind of go through the art types that are going to get supported in this. Bear with me 2 seconds. So you get first number Utopia, number 39 Utopia, and then you get C Utopia Race. You're going to get loads of new ZW monsters, loads of rank up magic spells as well. Oh, we've also got beloved support for Black Rose Dragon. They get I think it's called Black Rose Moon Dragon. Looks incredible. And then of course we've got the next set of support for Fallen of Albaz and the whole Dogmatica lore, with a brand new Dogmatica Ritual monster and a Dogmatica Ritual spell. There'll also be more cards for the Warrock World Premiere, and new cards for strategies introduced in Phantom Rage, Genesis Impact and Blazing Vortex. You'll be able to enhance your Tri-Brigade deck with a new Link monster, and keep up the chase with 3 new S-Force cards, and fortify your Drytron deck with Drytron Mubita Fafnir, a rank 1 XYZ. New monsters of older fan favourite themes. You'll find monsters for Trap Tricks, Plunder Patrols and Paleozoic decks, as well as Diviner of the Herald, and incredible new monster for Fairy and Ritual decks alike. So of course, this is going to be a brand new core set. This will of course have Starlight Rares in there as well. Again, you'll be looking at anywhere between £60 to £70 at retail, which works out about $70 to $80. I don't know the exact conversion off the top of my head, but you can kind of understand it's just going to be your average prices. Now, literally 7 days after that release date, the 10th of June, is when we get the God decks. Now, this is when we get the official Ra and Obelisk decks, and keep in mind the cards that we have in there that we already know, even though they haven't been officially revealed for the TCG, because their artworks are on the front of the structure decks, are the cards that the OCG got in their God Prismatic decks. On the 26th of June as well, that is when the God, like the God Mat, the God Deck box, and the God Binder come out as well, with Ra, Obelisk and Slifer on it. Now, of course, we only know 2 cards within, 2 confirmed cards within the structure decks. I'll put them up on the screen so you can see them now. Both of them are pretty good. The Slifer one's probably a little bit better than the Obelisk one, but the Obelisk one is a little bit more aggressive as well. So it's kind of dependent on it. You're going to get in the displays, you get 4 Obelisk and 4 Slifers, so make sure you pre-order them from your locals to make sure you get the ones you want. You're probably only going to maybe need 2 of each if you're a massive God fan, or you're going to choose I'm a Slifer guy or I'm an Obelisk guy, and that's the route you're going to take. Again, they should be retailing no more than about $10 a structure deck, maybe $12, around £8 to £9 UK recommended retail. Then literally 2 weeks after that, so you get a 2-week break, we get a set that I'm actually really quite excited for, and that's called King's Court. Now, King's Court, again, is another brand new mini set, which is going to be treated the same as Ancient Guardians. So you're probably going to be getting collector rares within that as well. I'm going to try and confirm this at the exact same time. But the one thing that I'm super happy about is it actually provides support for Jack's Knights, Queen's Knights, and King's Knights in a form of a brand new card. They're actually giving us a Joker card. Now, I'm hoping the Joker is going to play the same role in this kind of Yu-Gi-Oh art type and Yu-Gi-Oh deck as it does in a normal playing card deck. So, the King of Games shall see you now. King's Court revitalises Yugi's 3 Musketeers of face cards, King's Knight, Queen's Knight and Jack's Knight, with a new high-speed summoning strategy that always leaves you with a full hand. I like the sound of that already. Joining the Royal Court in the world premiere is Joker's Knight, a 2000 attack monster similar to Magician's Souls. So you're telling me send 1, summon it for free, draw 2? Okay! That can assume the identity of all 3 of the knights. You can return Joker's Knight from the graveyard to the hand during the end phase by shuffling another light warrior from your graveyard into the deck, giving you a beefy free summon to use every turn without depleting your hand. Jack's Knight isn't the only new card that's going to be keeping returning to your hand though. 2 more world premiere Joker cards, 1 spell and 1 trap, will provide you with powerful effects and then return to your hand in the end phase. Liking the sound of that. Keeping your hand full is important for maximising the power of the world premiere Arcana Triumph Joker, whose powers up based on the total number of cards in both players' hands and lets you discard cards to destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls with the same card type. Nice. Of course, Arcana Triumph Joker isn't the only monster out there that powers up based on cards in the hand. If you're looking to power up your Egyptian God deck, which you would have got 2 weeks earlier, Slifer the Strike Dragon, you can use these new cards to gather tributes, add to your summoning power, and keep Slifer strong without forcing your ability to play your cards. Use Slifer and Triumph Joker in the same deck for even more firepower. King's Court also has new cards to help out a wide variety of decks you might have started building in 2021, including new cards related to deck strategies and themes introduced or supported in Legendary Duelist Season 2, Lightning Overdrive, and more. Be on the lookout for collector rare versions of world premiere cards and previously unreleased cards from Japan, as well as classic and competitive favourites. So again, we only know one archetype from this set. Now we don't know if this set is only going to be based around that, but the chances are you're probably going to see a Jack, Queen, King, and Joker collector's rare, which will look beautiful as a set. Now, the Jacks, Kings, Queens haven't really been an amazing archetype on their own. They got a new Link 3, and then of course they've got Arcanite Joker, Arcanite Fusion as well. But it hasn't really taken off, so I'm really hoping that these new cards are really going to give them a kick up the backside. Not to make them tier 0 or tier 1.5 or anything. I would just like them to be able to be played and be competitive, which would be very, very nice, kind of change of pace for the deck. And that's only one of what is possibly 3 archetype support. Whether they put more support specifically for Slifer and count that as one as well, it will be interesting to see where we go from there. Then, of course, we move into July. And moving into July, speaking of which, we get Legendary Duelist, what is it, 7? I believe it is, which is the Synchro-based one. Now, I'm trying to find the exact name on this as well, because it keeps changing, but I don't believe they actually had it officially up on the Yu-Gi-Oh website. I will put the link to the description in the description below. No, they don't have the official name for this. But it's literally, the next Legendary Duelist set is all about, based around Synchros, so I believe we're looking at support for Yusei and possibly Jack as well, some Resonators, Red Dragon Archfiend and Stardust. Keeping in mind that literally a month later we've got Dawn of Majesty, which of course is going to introduce us to more Stardust support. So the Synchro one could be a nice little buffer to beef up from further on from that point. Then, of course, we move into July 29th, which will be the Cyber-style structure deck. So this is the structure deck that came second in the poll to Ice Barriers, and I already know 3 of the new cards from out that set, which will be appearing there, and there. That was 4, so only 3. Anyway, the new cards look awesome. They are definitely going to give a massive boost to Cyber Dragons in general. And in the OCG, they are getting what they call, I think it's like a bumper pack. And in this bumper pack, you get a secret rare version of a card already in the structure deck. Not to mention that OTS 17 will introduce us to an ultimate rare Dark Art of Cyber Dragon. So, who knows? This could be a very good year for Cyber Dragon players and Cyber Dragon Dark players in general. I'm personally looking forward to the Cyber deck, more so for Cyber Dragons myself, but I know Joe is a massive fan of the deck, and the second they drop, he will be all over them, and we'll be able to bring you a profile for them as well. Then moving on to the last month of this kind of run out, and again, I will recap August when we do the next part 3, which will probably be the end of July. But in August, you are looking on the 12th of August for Dawn of Majesty. Like I mentioned, they are going to introduce us to the Magic Keys, which will be changed the name from that point. Maybe stay the same, I don't know. And then, of course, you'll be at the new Stardust support, along with some other new cards as well that have been introduced in Dawn of Majesty. But keep in mind that that is a long way away. Some more information will drop as soon as the OCG get it as well. And then finally, the last product that we know of to date is August 26th, and it is officially called Tin of Ancient Battles. This is the Mega Tins of 2021. Now, keep in mind, the reprints scheduled so far are going to be including Ignition Assault all the way up until Rise of the Duelist, I believe. So that would be Dogmatica reprints, that would be Access Code reprints, and Lightning Storm reprints, if they're all going to be in there. The one thing we know for sure is the tins are not going to be coming with promos, again, like the Mega Tins of 2020, where basically the brand new cards, which will be Dark Magician and Blue Eyes support again, which is both a yes, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes support, and if it's like Successor Souls and Destined Rival, no. If it's like Dragoon, but just for Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, sure. I would love to see a Dark Magician Blue Eyes fusion. Please, Konami, please. Dark Magician and Sun and Skull support as well, like just a fusion between the two. Ugh, dreams can be true. Anyway, so we know that they are going to be within the packs, quite exactly like the 2020. It's a bit of a shame because what I loved about the tins was always getting world exclusive promos or just generally good promos that we haven't seen. So that's one big downside, but I can't wait to see what the tins can actually do, because apparently the tins can combine or the tins are designed to combine with the 2020 tins and the 2022 tins to create the full tablet design, which again I'll put on the screen for you guys to see. But regardless, as a Dark Magician player, I'm getting more Dark Magician support. Whether it's okay or amazing, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to those tins. I just hope that all of the chase cards, like Lightning Storm, like of course the Dogmatic cards, are going to be in there as well. It'll be nice to get a prismatic secret rare version of course Ecclesia on top of that to kind of combine with of course your Nadir Servant and your Felidius, and then the Dogmatic engine becomes easier for everyone to get on top of that. So that is it for the product rundown. So I'm quickly going to go again. So April 16th, we've got Ghosts from the Past. May 6th, we've got Ancient Guardians. June 3rd, we have Lightning Overdrive. June 10th, we have God decks, which will be the Obelisk and Slifer ones. Then, of course, on June 24th, we've got King's Court. Then July 15th, we've got Legendary Duelist, the Synchros. And then we've got July 29th is Cyberstyle. August 12th is Dawn of Majesty. And August 26th is Tin of Ancient Battles. So that's it, guys. That is all of the products you have coming up for your next quarter or your next third of Yu-Gi-Oh! So stay tuned for more profiles coming out from Ghost of the Past next week. And of course we'll be doing some other legacy support stuff for Toons and other kind of decks leading into Ghost from the Past next week. And I'll do a full breakdown video of Ghost of the Past next Tuesday, where I'll take you through whether it is good to buy or not to buy the Ghost from the Past as either a sealed product or of course as a singles, depending on what you are after. With all of that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found this very helpful. I've been Dale from Zephyr War Games, so as absolutely always, stay safe and happy dueling.